Guys, what's going on? So basically, this video is marking the first of hopefully a very long series. I finally came up with an idea that's not stupid for a series, and here it is. So basically, just to summarize it really quickly, I'm going to be talking with some of my good friends from the community. Do it once a week. There's not a set day of the week that I'll be doing it. It's just once a week. Every week there will be a new guest, and I'll be choosing them. And then, of course, if you guys want to leave your recommendations in the comments, I'll be looking for who you guys want to see next. I already have the next few people lined up. I have ideas for who I want to talk to. Basically, we come up with topics on what to talk about, and we just talk for an hour or two. No set time, just roughly within those ranges. And just have a good time, and we live stream it. So from now on, I'll be posting a video announcing when I'm doing these, so you guys can come check it out live. Basically, this is just a re-upload of the live stream for anyone who missed it. So I'm not going to be chopping up the video and doing jump cuts from like when we're speaking. I just want it to be the whole raw conversation back and forth I have with my guests, and so it's not so superficial. That's what I'm going for. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, one a week, and I'll also have some other new videos coming soon, Geometry Dash related, other than this series. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully you guys appreciate the new ideas I'm trying to come up with for content. So thank you guys if you do watch the video, and I'll see you next time. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me? I'm getting trolled again, aren't I?
I can't hear you.
I
cannot hear you, Riot.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I can hear you.
Okay,
Hello.
that's exactly... Okay. Yeah.
Should have expected that, Riot. Come on.
I was expecting it. Alright, let me get some auto levels going here, and then we can get into the gamer stream.
Oh, wait a minute. I still got that level I wanted you to play, don't I?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think we can do that later. Definitely later.
I'll prepare it.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. After this, like at the end of the stream, we'll do that.
Okay, that'll be like the big finale. That's what we're building up to.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta build, you know, have you ever seen the, oh, what is it? You see it in English all the time. It's like the chart where it's like, you got wait, what is it called? You got the intro, then you got the exposition, then you got the climbing action or the rising action, then you got the climax, and you got the falling action. You gotta have all those.
Did you mean the exposition?
Yeah, that thing. You gotta have all those. If you don't have those, then it's pretty much shit. Also,
yeah,
I don't remember if I said that, but what's up, Xavier? Did I say that already? I don't know. Anyways, whatever.
Hello, everybody. Hit me.
Hit him. Alright, let me get some auto levels. I definitely need to avoid the cube stories. Those need to be completely avoided.
Censor those, please. Man, you need a new starting soon screen.
Oh yeah, that one's really high quality. It was like, it just barely met the budget.
It needs a little bit more JPEG, I think.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could make one like I didn't have much budget, you know. I had to hire some contractors that were really
I'll make you one, bud. I'll make you one.
Free. I had to make it myself, actually.
I will make you one, friend.
Oh yeah, I like that. Mince, we're doing like a talk show podcasting, so I can't. But maybe if I do a talk with you one time, you can join. Obviously, if I do a talk with you, you'll be in the call, but...
Someone says to turn down my mic, but for what?
True? Turn down for what? Haha.
Ha, I got him.
That's really hilarious. I
still got him.
2 more weeks and we lit. True. I got 2 finals. Wait, no. 2 of my classes end next week, so I only have to go in for 2 other classes in the week after next week, so that's nice. You hear me very low. That's an interesting way to say that, but am I really quiet? People in the chat, am I quiet? people who are watching the stream. I can turn down my in-game volume really quickly.
Hey everybody, it me.
Alright, tell me when you're ready to start.
I'm ready to start. I've been ready to start, friend.
Okay, well, I'm just retarded here. Let me just pull this up. Okay. Alright,
I love Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts are great. So, let's get into this. First auto's going. So we got our first topic. We came up with people who are watching. Oh, also, this will go on YouTube after I'm done for anyone who isn't going to be able to stay for the whole thing.
Shit!
I don't know if, Krazyman, I don't know if you want to re-upload this as well, but you can if you want.
I'm good.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna re-upload this on my channel if people won't have time to watch the whole thing or are gonna like miss some parts of it, yeah.
Or are we gonna have like a session where we like let them ask questions or something?
Oh yeah, we can. So we'll have to get through all of our topics really quickly. Why is the music not working? There we go.
Jeez.
Okay. Alright, so let's get into our first topic. So we came up with a bunch of topics before we started the stream on what we thought we wanted to talk about, so we'll just cover each of them, try not to stay in them for too long. So if people in the chat think we're going on for too long on one subject, then just tell us, because we do want to take chat questions at the end, so we need time for that. And it's going to be around an hour long, so let's get into it now. So, your past before this game. So what did you do in relation to video games? Like, what did you do before Geometry Dash?
Oh, video games. Well...
Because video games are amazing, as we all know.
Yeah, I'd say so. I actually play like a pretty good variety of video games. A lot of people think like Sound Dodger was like the only one. Like that was a big one for a while, but I just kind of played whatever I felt like playing. Like when streaming and stuff. Just anything I found fun.
Because I saw on your channel you had like, I don't remember when I saw this, but I know you had a lot of Sound Dodger videos, and you used to post them when I like first had like found out who you were and was watching your channel.
Yeah, I had like a million of those, but I also had like a bunch of random other games. I've unlisted most of those now because they were pretty garbage videos, but they were there.
And then I heard some people saying you were like the best player at that game.
No, I'm not. I might have been at one point because I was like the only one actually trying to beat levels, but now there's like some pretty good ones, like TSF and Noxus and Ifitsu are the best right now, I'd say. And D.
You still play it though, or no?
I still play it, mostly just because like I'm in the community, pretty active. Got a lot of friends there. I don't really do much in it, but I still like make a level every once in a while now. Still.
That's cool. So you still play it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'll jump around because we had this other one at the end of the list, but I think it makes sense to talk about it now. So what is your favorite video game of all time and why?
Favorite video game of all time?
Like, what is the best video game in your opinion that's unreleased, maybe like you've seen trailers for it, you think it'll be the best? Or...
Oh, I can't. No fucking, I don't even pre-purchase games or anything.
Well then, what is your favorite video game out of any that you've ever seen?
That's a really tough one. Like, it's probably like one of the like classic games I've played, like, sort of in my childhood. Probably just cause like usually when you think of video games, you always like think back to one of the games you played like every single day, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. I've got like a ton of favorites. I'm just gonna go with like Mario Galaxy or something.
That's good because that was
a good game.
A really big game for me when I was a kid. If I had to give, it would be so hard for me to decide, but it would have to be Super Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion. Those are
God, I haven't played either of those, and I feel horrible for not doing so.
Those are so amazing. Those are like my top 2 games of all time. And then recently, Super Mario Odyssey is such an amazing game.
I got that. Fucking haven't stopped playing it. I like canceled my last like 4 streams just to fucking play it.
I saw your Twitter post with you on the moped on the staircase or whatever.
Yeah, I love everything except for the jump rope challenge, and I'm guessing I'll also hate the volleyball one. I hadn't played it yet, so.
I just moved my mic closer since people are still saying that I'm quiet. I don't think so, but whatever.
I mean, I thought you're fine, but I can't hear anything else, so I wouldn't know.
Though, game volume's pretty low, but anyways, just moved it a little bit closer, so hopefully that's better.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone. So, okay, so let's talk about the next thing. So, how did you
Wait,
get
wait, wait, wait.
into? Wait, what?
I wanted to ask, what happened to you playing Sound Dodger? I saw you had like one
Oh
video
my
of it.
god. Okay, so I was actually enjoying it. Then I think I got to. Is the level called Foxtail Socks or what is it
Yeah.
called? I got
Yeah,
to that
Foxtail
level. That level was a struggle for me. And then,
Like the basic version of it, or what?
yeah, the basic version of it because I was new. And then, also like I think the game was lagging a bit for me. And at the same time, I had done this really weird thing where I had come up with an idea where I would record an intro, like you know how people introduce what game they're playing, right? Like at the start of a video.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the idea of doing that, and then I would record it, and then I would come up with so each episode would be me beating a different level and the progress on that. But then I had already recorded me beating some of the levels, but I had never recorded like me my progress on the levels or my commentary on the levels. So then I would have had to go back and like redo that, and then that's kind of fake at that point because you're faking a reaction about everything.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted to do, so I just didn't continue with it because I felt like I failed. And then I also lost some of the recordings, I believe, when I like switched computers or something. I don't know. I like cleaned off my PC or something, and I'm pretty sure I lost some of the videos.
Right.
So I couldn't really continue it. It was, I mean, if none of that had happened, I'm sure I would have probably made it into a whole series. But
I mean, like a lot of the game is actually like pretty easy. Like it goes, the difficulty like goes up really slowly, so it probably wouldn't have been very interesting for the first half of it anyway.
All right, because it was pretty fun. The levels that I was playing, they're pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game, but it's also really unstable because it's like built-in Flash and everything. So
okay. Yeah, it's not like I could not play that game for more than like 30 minutes at a time. It gets too boring. But like if you're just like making slow progress, I don't know. That was fun to me, but I can't play it for too long.
yeah, like I can't imagine like having say like a 5 or 10 minute video on each separate level either. It's like
Yeah.
they're pretty quick to complete in the beginning. And the rest are just kind of grindy if you want to actually 100% them.
Wow, this auto level I'm playing right now is very reminiscent of Funny Game.
I wonder why.
Sunix just did a resubscription for 2 months. Thank you for the resub, Sunix. He was waiting. He had his resub ready yesterday, but he wanted to do it while I was streaming, so yeah. But thank you for the resub. Should go to the recent filter, so no broken autos. That's a good idea. Let me just do that really quickly.
Or the awarded filter, because that's the most recently awarded ones.
Ooh, it's also a good idea. Alright, I'll do recent for now, and then when I run out, I'll change. So, alright, so you want to move into the next thing?
Yeet.
Okay, so how did you get into Geometry Dash?
How to get into it?
How did you hear about the game, and then after you heard about the game, how did you get into like the community and like trying Extreme Demons or whatever you want to call it?
It was sort of there's a few different ways I like to explain this, but basically, in playing Sound Dodger, like I actually like got into Sound Dodger first of all because like I played like the Just Dance games on the Wii. And I was like, I want to play more music-based games because that's my shit. Okay, so like I found Sound Dodger on Steam and decided, you know what, I'm gonna get Steam. I'm gonna fucking find more music games on Steam, shit like that. And friends of mine, a friend of mine, Seth, who is also in the Sound Dodger community, was like kind of like obsessed with Geometry Dash as well. And didn't really think too much of it until like my friend Furt also started playing it. It was like recommending it to me, so I decided to try it out since it was on sale at a time, I think Easter, and I streamed like basically every game that I played back then, you know, just for friends and stuff to watch. And when I streamed Geometry Dash particularly, I got like a lot of viewers for some reason, because I guess people actually like scout out fucking streams.
Like back then, the streaming page on Geometry Dash was really saturated. Yeah. Like anyone could get popular back then. Now it's really like I remember when I first started streaming, and I streamed the first day of the Steam release. I had like 3 viewers for the first month, and those 3 viewers, they don't even play anymore, but I still know who they are. They've just like sort of left the community, but just like it was so different. Like how even how
Yeah.
it is now, you can't get popular in this game anymore unless you have extreme skill, like someone like Sunix. You can't get really popular anymore. It's kind of changed.
Yeah, well, I got a couple viewers like that as well, and I still see them from time to time. Yeah, like back. Well, I think even now, if you stream Geometry Dash at all, you'll get a few viewers at least, just from people like trying to find like request streams, just get people to play their levels, which isn't like the best kind of following you want to get in the beginning, but
Yeah.
it's still something. And that's sort of what happened with me. I just had this spontaneous viewership besides just my friends that I invited, so I just kept playing it, and eventually, like, I think what inspired me to actually start like playing hard levels was I think Alex Payne. Like I remember
yeah.
what was basically, this is gonna kind of sound like douchey, but like I saw that he like played Sound Dodger and like was like beating like these kind of easy levels, or at least easy to me, and I was like, I'm better than Alex Payne at this game. And like since I was playing Geometry Dash and starting to like beat a few demons, I was like, you know what, I want to be better than him at this game too. I want to beat all the levels that he's beating.
I mean, that's not. I
Shit
wouldn't
like
say
that.
that's douchey. I'd say that's using like the top,
Just like
the most
yeah.
popular people on YouTube at the time in that sort of like game to give yourself
just sort of
motivation
like
to like get
yeah.
better. Like you set yourself a goal. Like I want to be better than this person. That's what I did. I could give
Yeah.
an example of that. Like I remember when Zobros was getting popular, I was really angry because I felt like I had put so much effort into my channel, and Zobros was getting like super popular. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna change this because I feel like he's getting all the attention and no other players that are trying really hard are getting any attention, and I guess I did it.
Yeah, I was like, I think what made me actually want to try like even harder levels though, one other reason I did was for like the list. I wanted to like get my name on the list. Back then it was like Windy Landscape, and I remember fucking I beat Windy Landscape, and I was like, hey, can you put me on the list now? And then you fucking replied, sorry, too many people have beaten this, let's just drop it from the list.
Yeah.
Oh my god, heartbroken.
I know, but like that's how it even is now. Like when you have a level like that, it's so rare to find levels like that in the top anymore, and I don't even think there are levels like that anymore, but it's just like maybe Cataclysm is like that, but it just got kicked off. So
There's so many fucking people that beat some of the levels on the list now. It's like
Yeah.
hard to even find someone to actually like make their name recognizable from beating a certain level.
it's like the super popular demons like Necropolis. They're in
Yeah.
I think they're in the what is it called? Legacy section, I think now, where it's like you
Yeah.
can't keep up. There's like hundreds and hundreds of people just cuz it's like one of the most popular levels that people
Yeah.
try. Even if it's extreme, it's like the most commonly beat one.
Yeah, I think they stopped caring at that point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and other inspiration was definitely you, Cyclic,
Damn.
Sandstorm. I think that's it, and also Gyron. How you say it?
Oh, yeah.
Gyron.
Yeah, yeah,
Because he like actually came to my streams when I was playing like Ultrasonic.
yeah.
And I just
would
kind of
say-
like built up friendships with these people and
Yeah.
joined GS eventually, and that's sort of what got me kind of just playing the game all the time.
That's what I did as well. Like when I was starting, the community was barely even existing. Like I remember the first person that I ever talked to that was even remotely good or like popular was Aeon. He was like the best in 1.8, like 1.7, 1.8. He was really good. He was probably the best.
Woo lads.
Yeah. And like who else? Neptune. Obviously, we all thought that he was legit because it was such like the community was so new. Nobody knew anything.
And the game was like really simplistic
It
as
was
well, so
really
like it
new.
seemed like plausible to beat levels
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we all thought he was like the epitome of skill back then. He was like the best you could be. And I just remember Aeon invited me to a WhatsApp group, and like in there it was like Zenthic, Alpha, Aeon Air, Viper, and like Jazor. Those were like the most popular people back then. And
Yeah,
that's,
someone
like-
said Wreckage in the chat as well.
Yeah, Wreckage, I think, and some other people. But yeah, those were like
Yeah.
the most popular names back at the time. And like, yeah, I guess that's it.
I started the game in like 1.9. I don't think there was any like specific reason. Like the game didn't necessarily attract me to it. Like with the update, it was on sale all the time. So
Oh yeah. Alright, so then what was your first extreme demon you beat? I guess, I don't know if you like to call it that, or like what was the first of like
major like landmark level?
Yeah, the first.
Fucking the one I spent actually started wanting to spend a lot of time to be able to beat, probably 9 circles.
Ooh, okay.
Because I played that level until I bled, literally.
I remember you beat Ultrasonic as well, and that was a big moment, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I remember that, because then I remember, and this segues right into the next one. I remember it's the first time I ever watched anything of you. I remember I saw you on the GD Twitch page, and you had 50 or 60 viewers or something, and you were playing Cataclysm. And as soon as I unmuted the stream, I just heard you ranting about how annoying everyone in the chat was, and I was like, this guy is the only person who understands what I go through with Twitch chats. And
dude,
then I remember chatting.
I remember now. I think the other time that was our first interaction was when you were verifying Bloodbath, and I was just
oh, yeah.
Stop dying.
No, yeah, that was the first one. I didn't even know it was you back then. I didn't even bother to read the names. I was just always angry because, you could understand verifying a level like that with how many people were in the chat. It's just
it gets to be a hellhole eventually.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, and then you ended up just permabanning me after the 3rd time I said it.
Oh man, well I didn't even know it was you, honestly. Like I said, I didn't pay attention to names. I didn't even know it was you, even if you mentioned it now. I had no idea because it was a long time ago.
I mean, I felt it coming anyway back then. Jeez, I don't think I was even really that popular when I did that. So it was kind of weird seeing you specifically tell me to shut up.
Yeah, honestly, anyone who made me mad back then, I just pretty much banned them.
Oh my god, I still feel like I want to do that sometimes, but I try to just remember this is only going to make it worse.
Yeah. If you did that now, I'd just I wouldn't mind because I know you're just doing it out of satire, and you're my friend, so I don't really mind. But if it was some random kid that's you fucking suck, dude.
It's just, why are you here? You know?
Yeah. Just obviously, clearly trying to piss me off. I'm already not having a good time. Just sitting here, getting pressured by basically everyone in the community. It was so annoying. And then just people just, I know they're joking. It just makes me mad because it's I'm not around for this kind of bullshit.
It's they know it's not funny. You know it's not funny. There's no reason for that message to be there besides to annoy you.
And they know it's annoying, and they still do it anyways, even though they can clearly see I'm annoyed and stressed out by trying to verify this level. People don't care.
And back to Ultrasonic and shit. I remember I beat Supersonic after Windy Landscape. I was just kind of on a streak of all the sort of hard demons back then, and that was sort of where I was kind of growing my community. And when I beat Supersonic, I was just that was amazing. I don't think I'm ever gonna top this. And the chat was telling me Ultrasonic now, Kappa, shit like that. And I was no, I'm never beating Ultrasonic. That shit is way out of my league. I'm done.
Yeah. And
then a week later, I'm fucking playing Ultrasonic.
I could relate to that so much because basically no one in this chat right now was. I'm sure there's maybe 3 people out of everyone who was actually around for my 2014 streams of November, December. When you played levels on stream, the biggest joke to request a level was play ICDX Kappa. That was the biggest joke, because that level was considered impossible back then. It just gives you a perspective of how things have changed so much. That was the joke. Yeah. That was what everyone said. Instead of the back on track jokes that were popular back in 2015, that was the go-to joke, like back on track was. It's crazy.
Oh man.
So
nobody say it. Nobody say it. Moving on.
So, so just to touch back on it. So, yeah, I came into your stream. You were playing Cataclysm, and I just turned on. I unmuted the sound, and you were
just bitching.
Yeah, you were ranting about how stupid everyone in the chat was, and I was just yeah, this is the only guy I've ever seen who can actually relate. And then I started chatting, calling everyone stupid because they were just being annoying, and I was basically agreeing with you because it's true.
I think I might remember that and just being amazed that you were there.
Yeah, so that was like our first time, I guess, officially like talking instead of just like me banning you.
Yeah, and fucking cock blocking me from the list.
That was not on purpose. Alright, so... Okay, what have you been doing nowadays? Because people after... Oh, and this also corresponds with another thing I was going to talk about. So I got you the 144Hz monitor, which I'm sure everyone probably knows about. But then, what have you been doing after that? Because everyone is curious what's been going on, because you've sort of stagnated a little bit in your activity.
Yeah,
so what has been going on since then? What have you been doing? What are your future plans?
In terms of Geometry Dash, I'm still playing it, mostly just only streaming it. Like, I have like a huge backlog of levels as well to upload. I just kind of stopped uploading videos because nothing is really interesting to upload, I don't think. I've mostly just been focusing on streaming the game, just kind of casually, you know, interacting with my viewers seems more like a thing that I enjoy doing than like beating hard levels now.
I see.
And I do make use of the monitor, contrary to popular belief. I get a lot of questions like, why aren't you using this fucking $240 monitor that you had paid for by one of the most influential people in this community? And it's like, because it's just, I don't, it doesn't really, it doesn't like work 100% of the time on Geometry Dash for me because I have like shit computer.
And yeah,
like,
we talked about that too. And the thing is, like, people ask me all the time if I'm bothered by the fact that you're not doing like anything with it on Geometry Dash, and the thing is, not at all, because when I, we made the deal about that, but in the end, I really didn't matter to me that much. I just felt like doing a nice thing for you because you're a nice guy, so I wanted to do it for you. And also, when you say something like that, or when you agree to something like that, you're already okay. Like, in my opinion, you are already agreeing to give the money away. And
exactly. When you're gifting something to anyone, you're like already kissing that money goodbye.
Yeah.
And no matter what happens.
Yeah, and I was fine with that. And no matter what you did with it, I just wanted to do it because it's just a nice thing to do. So I was okay with whatever you did with it. I don't really mind.
God, I've apologized to him like 10 times as well about not doing sonic wave and quantum processing, all that shit.
Fine. But it would be cool to see you do some of the newer, hardest levels, but it's never...
Whenever I upgrade my PC, I'm definitely gonna like try to do more of the new shit.
So, do you have any specific plans of what you want to beat when that happens? Like, what's gonna be the first thing out of all the new hardest levels that you're gonna do, and then what's gonna be like the top of the line? Like, what is your ultimate goal? So, like, what's your first thing you want to do, and then what's your ultimate goal?
First thing I want to do, I'm still trying to do it right now anyway, Bloodbath. But other than that, just a lot of the like really popular 2.0, 2.1, like really difficult like straight flying demons, like in the top 50. I just want to do as many of like the cool ones as I can think of.
Like, just off the top of my head, I could think like Bloodbath, a Bizarre Phantasm.
That I tried to do on 60 Hz and
Really?
got kind of far. It was just annoying. That was really the problem with it. Anything with like a lot of straight flying, probably. I mean, that's just sort of what you associate that with.
Alright, cool.
Definitely artificial and digital descent. Artificial descent and digital descent. Because artificial descent holds a special place in my heart because I was fucking kicked from it by accident.
Rip.
And digital descent because I have a part in it, so I gotta fucking upload a video of it.
And let's be honest, everyone in the chat, those two are like the best extreme demons of all time. They may not be the most legendary, but they're definitely the best design-wise, and, like, yeah, that's all I can say.
Also, hypersonic, subsonic, just because those are, like, sonic levels. I gotta fucking do them.
Of course. So, like,
just gonna try to go get back into beating a lot of demons in general.
Yeah, understandable. I would do that, too, if I had no hand problems, but... Oh, maybe we can touch on that later, but I don't want to get off topic anyways, so...
Yeah.
But I would do that too. So, but what's like the hardest thing you want to do? Is there anything like specific, or just like what you said, or is there really something specific, like hardest you want to go for?
Hardest thing I want to do, Erebus.
Ooh.
Just because it's so fucking ridiculously annoying. Like, I love it. like fucking people know me. I love the annoying shit.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like stupid in how annoying it is,
Bobos.
it's just hilarious to me, and I want to play it.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that level was like fucking... Phobos was like... People were like complaining about how awful the level seemed, and I was like, I want to permeate this on my account.
I remember watching your streams for that. I just thinking about it the other day. I was like, wow, that was like one of the like most legendary moments in like this game besides Bloodbath. It was I remember watching those streams all the time. Just the struggle of you trying to beat it. It was crazy.
Oh my god, I remember saying, like, I'm gonna leave my mic on because people kept asking to have my reaction. I was like, I'm just gonna have, like, a silent reaction to this. I'm gonna leave my mic on. And I left it off the one fucking time I beat it. And then, like, maybe, like, a minute later, I fucking switched to turn my mic back on. And I also promised I would let the entire song play, but I cut it off by switching out of the tab. So, 2 promises broken in one video.
Zregas just subbed for 1 year in a row. Damn. Thank you for the resub. Oh, and 9 months in addition, but the sub canceled. Damn, you would be almost a 2-year sub. That's really old. So thank you for resubbing all those months.
Yeet.
And honestly, I think like next to Bloodbath verification, I would say the biggest landmark moment in streaming, at least, that could be even closely related to that, would be like Phobos, just because it was like so similar. Like just watching all the progress on stream, it was like
yeah,
similar.
And like I spent like 6 months trying to do it.
Yep, it was like the craziest thing watching. It was just like, I don't know, it was like reliving what I did, but watching you do it. It was crazy.
Yeah, when you watch someone like play a level like that, you just have to think about like what they're thinking when they play it. Like, how do you stand to play this long every single day until you can do it? Like, that's usually what you think about when you watch someone fucking verify a level like that. Like, that's what I think when I watch Novel Boy trying to verify Bloodlust. Like, except he was actually, like, getting really consistent at when I was watching it. Like, he was getting to, like, 90% every other fucking minute.
Yeah, that's...
I was watching. I can't even fathom how you do that shit.
It's sad because if he had just kept, like... I know it's difficult, especially for him with that many attempts, but if he had just kept up playing at least like a little bit every day, you can keep your consistency. But he's just sick of it. I could understand that. So let's see. I forgot. I was gonna talk about. I had an idea of something else to talk about, but I forgot about it. That we didn't like write it down before. But let's get into the next thing. So this is sort of relevant still. We'll not go into any specifics, but what are your opinions on, I guess, all of the hacking drama that's gone on, not just recently, but like even like when I was exposing people like 2 years ago? What do you think of all of that? What's your opinion on that? Do you think it's necessary, or is it extremely unnecessary? And do you think that these people are getting criticized and hated on for no reason, or do you think there's a reason and they should be exposed?
It really is completely dependent on who we're talking about. I think no matter what, it's fine to point someone out, like to call them out for fucking cheating and getting fame out of it, or anything you want to call it. Like, it's hard to think of examples off the top of my head, but just if someone is like cheating specifically to get like attention and views out of it,
Noctafly,
it's like
Andromeda.
Like, depending on how they act about it, I guess, and like how long they hold off on just fucking giving up and telling the truth about it. If someone's like doing it just sort of casually and not really caring about the fucking attention, then I don't really care that much. I mean, either way, I think it's like always, it's not a bad thing ever to fucking call someone out if you see it, though.
No, yeah. And like people who do the showcasing videos where they put speed hacks on title, I have no problem with that at all. No problem.
God, I fucking hate those. Really? I hate the showcasing videos just because like I hate them not because like, oh my god, it's hard to explain this. I just think it's pointless. Like, okay, making a layout is so fucking easy. The least you could do is bother to actually show how it's played.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right about that.
Like, if you're just like if you're just shitting out layouts and like taking other people's layouts, especially, I hate when people do that, and just fucking stringing them for your videos as your content. It's like one of the shittiest things you could do, because making a layout, I don't think people realize this, but it's like 5% of building a level, making a layout.
And
honestly,
I agree with the layout thing. What I'm talking about when they speed hack is like Localizer. He will like speed hack some of the hardest levels that are completed already that nobody has even a full video of, and he'll like put them on his channel.
If it's
just
like
for,
something
like,
no one has a video of,
yeah,
that have a lot of attention around them, then I can understand.
That's what I like. I don't like it where it's like the like 5 sub channel who's like my new layout Sonic Wave 3, and it's like them hacking it or no clipping it or both. It's like those are horrible, especially the layout channels, that all the channels that have come up recently that are just channels that do layouts. Those are really
out. Get them out of here.
Yeah, those are really bad.
It takes 0 effort to make a layout. Like making a good layout, obviously you need to fucking bother, you know, checking things. But you know, recently I've seen just kind of levels where they don't really care about making the sync good, making the gameplay unique. They just want to make it fucking A level.
Yeah, that's definitely noticeable with like well, actually I shouldn't name names, but I know a lot of channels. I've seen a lot of channels that didn't have any popularity, and then with like the whole what's it called, like the whole like layout thing, they have like 20k subs, and it's like, who the hell are these people?
And you know, like these like kind of, you know, shallow content quality channels are just gonna get fucking blown up like every time you see one, because they for some reason they just get eaten up.
It's like relatable to Jake Paul videos. It's like super shitty, and somehow they all get attention. It's like,
yeah, like,
oh my god.
I remember like a month or two ago, I remember seeing this video of like it was like a CinemaSins parody of one of my levels. I'm a fucking,
oh my god.
I'm just a fucking
Those are awful.
Attention whore. I search my own name on YouTube all the time, so I find every single video people make about me and my levels, and just like, there was like a CinemaSins parody one. It was just like the worst thing I've ever seen. There was like editing problems, but they didn't bother to fix them. Like they're like in the description, they're like, sorry, it goes out of sync and like slows down in these parts, but I'm not gonna fix it because I'm lazy. And like it uses text to speech. It's like shit quality.
God.
Everything is wrong with it, and it's just like, this is going to blow up. I just knew it was gonna fucking blow up like within months, and now C1997 fucking made a video about CinemaSins parodies, and I'm like, fucking knew it. Jeez, I hate them so much.
Alright, so before I say anything else, because I want to respond to that, I need to thank these people. It's kind of old. Frost GMDs donated or cheered 50 bits, thank you, and then Drake Mods subscribed. So thank you guys.
God, and don't even, just in general, criticism on levels is like awful nowadays. Like I don't know if you see it very much. I don't know if you browse the GD forums, but like whenever I see fucking, I don't know. I haven't really looked at all of them, but I just, these stick out in my head where it's like someone posts a level in like basically any platform, they want opinions on it. They get like the most basic shitty feedback possible. It's like fucking, the gameplay is cancer, the deco is generic. It's the same shit every single time. And they don't actually give any helpful feedback 99% of the time. It's like, don't even bother fucking replying, please. Just that's just me. Maybe it's gotten better. I don't really look at it anymore.
Yeah, I don't look at it either. Also Xavier subscribed. Thanks, Xavier. You a real one for that.
Okay. Also, honestly, I fucking do it a lot too. I just kind of like make this level shit comments all the time, but not directly to the fucking creator. Actually, give them like feedback on how to improve their level, please. For my sake, thank you.
Let me wait. Okay, so we were talking about the CinemaSins thing. So you mentioned text-to-speech. When I hear a text-to-speech, as soon as I click on a video, it'll start off with like the "Hey guys" with like the British guy. I click off it immediately. I can't stand it. It's like, oh my god, put some effort into it. Just record your voice. It's not hard. I can't listen to those videos.
Take a communications class or something, please. If you hate your voice that much, tough fucking shit. People deal with it. Like either just fucking only use text, not speech, or fucking get used to hearing your own voice. Everyone hates their own voice. It's fucking, that's literally everybody hates their own voice to begin with.
Yeah, I used to hate mine, and then after like so many videos of having to edit like hearing myself, and editing videos, I'm used to it now. It sounds normal. It's like I don't even care about it anymore.
Yeah, like I fucking hated my own voice too. I was like really scared to even stream with it, but like after listening to it, just to fucking edit the clips to put them on YouTube and shit, I just like stopped caring about it. Yeah. It's a thing you grow into, and I'm sure it's like the same for face cam and everything. Just like, don't do text to speech, please.
Yeah, don't do
it's
it.
like the lowest fucking way to do it. It's better to just not have any speech at all.
I agree. It just put like, oh, also something else. Oh, before I say it, anything comic_2 or II donated 389 bits saying memes, so thank you for the bits. What I was gonna say is, the other thing is when people, I just skipped the auto, but when people do, they don't do text to speech, but they put, readable text on their videos, but it flashes by so fast you can't even read it. It's like, if you ever saw the Noctafly response videos, his text is on the screen for 1 second. And it's like 3 paragraphs on the screen for 1 second. Like, do you not understand that people need time to read it? I understand you can pause it, but come on, incorporate a little bit of time for someone to read it. Because I don't want to have to pause the video every second.
Depends on, like, the purpose of the video. Like, if it's for something sort of just fucking, just like send, like, a little message to the people that watch your videos. Like the people that, like, fucking religiously watch your videos. I don't mind it being like just like a fucking split second or something. If you want to actually like send a message to all people that could possibly watch your video, you want to actually make it like enjoyable to watch, and that is something where you don't want to just have on for half a second. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but when it's like a lot of things if you're flashing a lot of different things you're saying on the screen in 1 second, and it's like 2 paragraphs for 1 second, and then it's like 2 paragraphs for the next second, it's really annoying at that point.
I guess so.
That bothers me just as much as text to speech.
Honestly, there are so many things to be bothered about in this community. I was like thinking of like making a video about it and everything. Like when you think about it, Geometry Dash community is probably the most fucking how do you say this? Entitled, nitpicky community ever fucking...
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's definitely not the worst, because all these kids that have never been in another game community are like, this is the worst community ever. You have not been in any other game community. Like, Minecraft has, like, pedophiles getting exposed on the daily on YouTube, and you think that Geometry Dash is so bad. You should really see some of the other games.
Even then, like, I agree with what you're saying. It's definitely not the worst, but we also, like, can't ignore it either. Like,
oh, yeah, we
fucking...
definitely
every single time, if you fucking like call someone out and being shitty, like, and contributing to like being in a shit community, it's like, well, at least we're not the Undertale community, something like that. Like, they use scapegoat communities, I guess, to fucking defend themselves, and it's just like so annoying. And like, this is probably the only community that actually gives a shit if you use 144 Hz monitor.
Oh yeah.
Like, God.
It's like CSGO Pro players all have 144 Hz monitors. And it's like Geometry Dash 144 Hz players. It's unfair. Like, I won't say anything, but I know there was a survey going around about some list changes, like the demon list changes, and the survey was given to some of the best top players, and almost all of them were 60 Hz players, and they all said that 60 Hz records should count for more points on the leaderboards. I was like, dude, I can't believe these people are actually real.
I mean, you might as well like give me more points for having a shit PC and still beating levels.
Like at that point, what determines what gets more points? What if you have a worse PC? Can that also count for more points?
Yeah, because it's literally just hardware. Like, monitor is hardware, processor hardware. Everything about this is fucking hardware reliant. How about mobile players? People were saying like you deserve more respect if you fucking play on fucking iPhone 3G.
Yeah, let's give the iPhone mobile players 3 times the amount of points as 144 players. That's a great idea.
Like it's literally you're just guaranteed to have an advantage if you have better hardware. Like, that's for literally any game. Why do we care the most about that?
Yeah, it's really ridiculous.
Like, usually you hear people complaining that they have a shit PC and that's what makes them bad, not that other people have a great PC, that's what makes them good.
Yeah, iPhone 5 players, you get ×3. No, wait, iPhone 8 players, you get ×3. iPhone 5 players, you get times 20 because it's older. And like if you're playing on like the iPhone original, you get like times 100 because that is impressive.
Hell yeah.
Let's be real here. If you like somehow manage to like load it on a BlackBerry, then you just like I don't know, you're the best player ever.
If you manage to do it on a Leapster.
Oh my god, a Leapster.
300 times points.
That is amazing. Let's do that.
Yes. Dude, Geometry Dash on the Leapster, let's do it.
I'm still waiting for that port. I've been waiting for years, to be honest.
Dude, Skyrim on the Leapster.
I would love that.
Oh my god.
Someone in the Astral in the chat said that we are being dicks right now. I disagree completely. I'm just sort of poking fun at the logic that you think hardware should make a difference in your skill. And while I can say that people definitely don't have, people's skill is definitely affected by your hardware, but that doesn't mean that you should like be complaining about it not giving you, like, you're getting the same amount of points. Why should you be complaining that you deserve more just because your hardware is worse? That makes no sense.
Oh my god. Like, you say we're being dicks, but how about the people that fucking, like, just automatically think people are objectively, like, better people, like, sometimes not even just in the game, but actually, like, real, like, their personality and everything are judged based on how they play the game for some reason.
Look, does this make sense? Think about this. I use the example again. Do you think that a person who wants to compete competitively in the pro scene in CSGO is going to use a 60 Hz monitor with a pre-bought Best Buy $500 computer? No, they're not. It's the same thing as this. It's just a different hardware. It's the same. It's the same thing. You're just not thinking about it.
When you do think about it, it's like it's mob mentality as well. When you think about, like, I don't think without you actually, like, bringing up the idea of 144 Hz affecting your ability to play, like, way back when, I don't think people would give a shit, you know?
No,
It's just the fact that you brought it up. Someone would have brought it up eventually, obviously, but you brought it up and then people were like, oh, this is important.
Yeah, and I gotta say, when I first, and I didn't know that 144 Hz did this kind of thing with a game like this. I didn't know that when I bought it. I just, I watched a YouTuber that he was like endorsed by them, and he was recommending people got those monitors. So I was like, when I was building my new PC, I was like, hey, I should get those because those, he's recommending them to everyone, and I didn't know why. So I was just like, okay, I'll try it out. They seem pretty good if he's recommending it. So, and then it just turned out to, you know, well, I mean, everyone knows what they are like. So, well, everyone that has one, and you hear about it all the time if you don't use one. And I remember, like, after I'd gone through, like, most of that and I was verifying Bloodbath, I was in a constant conflict with myself. I felt like I was almost cheating the system. I felt like I was getting recognition when I shouldn't have been, because I felt like I was the only one with a 144 Hz monitor, and I felt like I was at such an advantage, and I constantly felt like I wasn't even really good at the game, and I felt like I was just good because of my monitor, so I was just really disappointed with myself all the time, I guess, if that makes any sense. I felt like I felt like I didn't even have skill, honestly. But
what's funny now is, like, the higher refresh rate monitors just kind of break the game now. Like, it's impossible to play most 2.1 levels. Like, it's just incompatible at this point for me anyway. Maybe it's because of my PC, but, like, when I play on 144 Hz, it's just like I can't play any level that has moving objects because you just get shot up in the air half the time.
Jeez, that doesn't happen to me. That's weird.
It happens to me. I can send you a video of it happening. It's just kind of like random. Any object that moves even slightly upward at all, it might be because my PC just can't handle, like, the fucking frame rate, and therefore it's just like skipping frames or something, but it just, like, launches you in the air. I'm sure I'm not the only one that experiences this. I know, like, other people have, but and I've heard that with 240 Hz.
Oh my god, it's like even worse. Like, when you use the FPS bypass, if you use the old FPS bypass, you could see, like, dude, the icon sliding on flat ground is, like, tilted sideways. It's like, this game gets so buggy when you get, like, that high FPS. It's crazy. Like, if you want to see an example, Noctifly beat Allegiance with the FPS bypass. and as it's sliding into the level, it's tilted on its side like it's going up a slope or something. It's crazy.
Oh, I've seen it. It's so fucking weird. I was like, what did you do the first time I've seen that? Like,
yeah, it's insane how buggy this game gets. And for people who are like, well, why doesn't RobTop just fix it? I don't know. I'm sure that the fix isn't that easy, because it could break a bunch of things. Who knows? But I emailed him like 2 years ago when I first noticed the trail cutting. And that's before I realized that it has also other effects, like your icon goes higher sometimes. It can cause you to die in levels. And I emailed him about that 2 years ago, like I said. And he actually bought a 144 Hz monitor himself in 2015, and he said he was going to test on how to fix it, and it would be in like 2.0 or 2.1. And here we are now, and he's still telling me it's going to be in like 2.2 or something, so I'm not really ever expecting a fix for it, because he's put it off for so long. But he said he has a 144 Hz monitor, and he said he was going to test fixes. So, but obviously we all know RobTop, so we'll see what happens.
And well, we also all know like programming is like weird as shit. Like you fix something and it just kind of like brings up a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it works, but that's how I'm told it works.
Well, other people like to criticize him for being a bad game dev, but
I mean, it's one person. He wants to be proud of his own work. You should respect him for that.
Yeah,
it's also probably a little fucking. It must like be a little annoying having to like deal with people always bitching at him for things.
Yeah, I would definitely not go as far to say that he's a bad game dev. I'd say that some of the mechanics were probably not as well programmed as they were, but then again, this game was an iOS game to start out with, so I'm sure he never expected it to be like that, like how it is now.
Like, there's so much shit in it now. Something's got to break every single time he does something for sure. Like there's so much that could go wrong now if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. So we've been way off course. Let's get into the last few things. Just try to get through them quickly so we can do stream questions like people from the chat. And I'm actually, does any mod in the chat want to put on sub-only mode? Because then we can take questions from only subs, because then it'll be too crazy if everyone is asking questions. It's going to be too crazy.
Please stop saying that word.
What? Oh, crazy. Whoops, sorry. It's going to be too chaotic, let's say that. It's so... Oh, wow. Azulian just subscribed. Thank you.
Yeet.
Lol XD. Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, those are actually eyes. Silly goose.
Azuine. Wow. Okay, so... Wait. A comp said tech in the chat. That's a very important message.
Moving on.
Okay, so... You wanted to talk about your levels? You said me levels? I'm not sure what that means. Is that your levels?
Me levels, you levels, yeah.
Okay, so that's your levels. So what do you want to talk about in those?
I don't know. Ask me questions.
Okay, so do you have any plans to release any new levels coming up?
Oh, hell yeah, I do.
Really?
Yes.
Do you want to tell anyone about them? Do you want to leak any information? Not. Okay, so, but we can expect how many new levels and when?
0 and infinite time.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can't expect anything, but I want to release more stuff.
Okay.
And I want to just talk about like how fucking my levels, they're not good. They're not great.
They are good. Rearmed is good. Very good.
Oh my god. Like, I feel like the most amateur creator when I look back at my levels compared to others.
Look at the chat right now. Look at the chat right now. Guys, is Krazyman a good creator? Yes or no? No sarcastic. No being sarcastic, just straight up tell us. Is he a good creator? I think he is a very good and unique creator. While he's not conventional, he's definitely unique and good. His effects are amazing.
My goodness.
Look at all those.
Yeah, well, if you say so, guys. I mean, I don't know if this is just like anyone creates levels, but whenever I look back at my levels, I just see I could have done this, I should have done this, but I can't do this because it's already out. Like every single aspect of my levels, I feel like is just bad now. But you know, appreciate it.
I think the one biggest gripe people have with you is your gameplay, not so much your deco.
Oh my god, that's like the best part though.
Yeah, I agree. And the only deco I'd say that like is kind of hard to look at is probably your Cosmic Calamity part. That's a little difficult to even.
Dude, I want to talk about that. Jesus, my fucking Cosmic Calamity part. I joined that mega collab like months before I actually built my part. I think they were just like taking like forever to actually like start the collab or like at least get to my part. And like by the time it got to my part, I was just like no interest in that.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I just kind of held on to like I made a layout and then just kind of fucked off with it. And like a few weeks later, I think the host of the collab, Azrael, I think they might change their name by now, was like, hey, can you please just finish your part right now? Like, you can just fucking slap a background in it and it'll be done. I don't care. I just want it to be done. And that's exactly what I did. I just fucking made that shitty background and that's it. And people took it as like a valiant effort. Because like
one of the
I was
craziest things, like effects wise.
Like I think like after I beat Litfuse, I was in one other mega collab. Like after I verified Litfuse, there was like one more mega collab. I was like on a high from like thinking I was a good creator, so I made Litfuse in like 2 weeks, and it was like complete shit. Now I look back at it because it's like the most bland thing in so many parts, and like the background was like the main thing of the level, right? So I was thinking, yeah, I'm really good at backgrounds, so in this mega collab, I'm gonna make a sweet background. I just kept adding shit to it, and it just became a fucking. It looked like vomit. And like I think Azrael96 was like, just make it look like that. I don't care. Just finish your part.
Let me read. Okay, we got a a bit cheer by Flames, of course. He said play Riot the game. Comp made it, and he sent the link. I saw that. I'll definitely have to play that on stream, but not this stream. But I will try it out. And also Lukalizer sub. So thank you for subbing. And you can cancel a Lukalizer. You can, if you go to your settings, you can manage subscriptions, and you can say don't renew if you only want 1 month sub. So yeah, that's what you can do if you want to only sub for 1 month. Is there anything else you want to say about that? The levels, your levels?
My levels? Geez. One other thing, there's a swastika that I accidentally put in my digital descent part. I can't get rid of it now, so deal with it. Jeez. It's like at the end of my part when it goes like down where you can see a swastika, and I completely oversaw that. Like, fuck.
I didn't see that either, and I'm pretty sure most people didn't see that.
Oh, people saw it.
Oh, okay, then. Okay, well then, if most people saw it and then some people didn't see it in here, then I'm sure everyone knows about it now. So. That might become a meme. Who knows?
Oh my goodness.
Let's hope it doesn't. So, you want to talk about my levels?
Yeah, your levels. Fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, there's nothing really much going on there. Old levels like Sparks, my first level, my masterpiece, 1.6 level.
Dude, remake it.
I don't know if I can remake it. I can't decorate for shit. But I remember building that on mobile, like, when I was maybe like a freshman in high school. Dude, I remember I had to go like
We're going way back.
Yeah, dude, I had to go like I remember my sister did like drama and theater, and for some reason I always had to go and like be there because I guess I couldn't like I don't know honestly, but wait, oh, it must have been a show that she was doing. So I had to be there for the show. So I had to go to the show. But when I was just waiting for the show to start, I was just building on that level on my phone. I remember like good old memories like that. I was building that level on my phone. I can remember stuff like that. It was cool. But like modern levels or more modern levels like Bloodbath, nothing really much to say about that. That's like everyone knows about Bloodbath.
How do you feel about Bloodlust, the existence of that? Did you actually like approve that yourself?
I didn't approve it, and especially when it was first being made, when Quasar had like first beat Bloodbath, I was a little bit disappointed, honestly, because most people probably don't know, back then Bloodlust was almost a complete copy of Bloodbath. They changed a lot.
Definitely.
But back then, when it was first being made, it was like literally just Bloodbath gameplay. That was it, and it was like buffed and redecorated. So I really didn't like that much. I'm glad that it's really changed a lot, and I don't really mind I don't mind like anything about it anymore. It's fine by me. I don't care.
I remember what I wanted to like fucking talk about with my levels though is like just fucking when I was like, for example, Black Blizzard, when I was like verifying that, just so many fucking not even layout, just
I remember those
cut videos.
Harder than Yata Garasu, Black Blizzard.
I don't know where that came from.
I think one person has to title that their video, and then it becomes the thing to say. about
Like
that
that's
level.
what I was thinking. That was what I was like saying with like the mob mentality thing. One person has to fucking say it this way, and just everyone thinks that. It's I don't know.
Yeah, and that ties into my levels because with the new layout and level that everyone's seen, the Sonic Wave sequel, Cosmic Cyclone. If you saw Dollar C made a montage on it, and it's actually outdated because, well, what they were talking about on the comment section of that is how bad the level was. I'll get into that, but I did change the level because there are some people who surprisingly gave me constructive criticism, so I did change it in some of the parts that I felt like people were right about. But then there's people jumping on the bandwagon. It's like one person says the sync of the level is bad, and then everyone's agreeing suddenly. And I have Combine, who is the verifier, who has played the level for like 5,000 plus attempts, and he's saying how great the sync is. So really, why are people who haven't even played the level saying the sync is good? Or the sync is bad, sorry. Why are people saying that? I don't understand. It's like mob mentality completely. Nobody's even played the level. If you actually play the level yourself, you can hear how well the your clicks sync with the actions you're supposed to do. And I think people are actually like not hearing certain parts of the song that I synced it to, because I'm not syncing it to the loudest part of the song all the time. That's not like, in my opinion, that's not how you should always sync it. You should sync it to some of the quieter parts sometimes. That's
Yeah, sync is like such an important thing. You cannot fuck that up at all.
Yeah.
In your level, or else I will not like it.
Yeah, and
But
then
you
like,
probably don't care about my approval.
and then people like Hequinox, if people know who that is, and other people like that are just being smartasses. They're like, this level is utter shit. The music sucks. The gameplay sucks. There's no sync. Just delete this. It's unneeded. It's unnecessary. And I'm just like, what's the point? You're just like, be constructive with your criticism. It's so pointless to say stupid shit like that. And then I went to his channel to see like, well, what has this guy done? And I found his layout video of his new level, and it's like everything that he was criticizing me about is in his layout. So like, what's the point?
God, I've seen things like that happen.
I don't understand that. Like, what are these people doing? They're so stupid.
There's such a common mentality here as well, where it's like, you can't build a level better, so don't even criticize them. Like, you don't have to fucking be able to make your own art to criticize it. Yeah. Like, it's
yeah,
just...
like, oh yeah, like when I beat Invisible Light by Nacho, you know that?
Yeah.
I posted on YouTube, and I just said how bad the level was, because in my opinion, it's pretty bad. Like, the gameplay is really not thought out well. There's orbs everywhere that you can skip. The gameplay isn't made very well. The effects in the 9 circle, like the wave part, are really bad in my opinion. I just said how bad the level was, and then all of his like Spanish fanboys are saying how I'm not like qualified to say the level is bad because I can't create myself. I'm like, who the fuck said you need to be qualified to build a level to actually criticize someone?
He didn't make the level. He made Sparks.
Yeah, well, I did make Sparks, so people can fuck off. I'm already qualified. Thank you.
Yeah. Best level still, honestly.
Yes, it's amazing. You uploaded that, right?
I did.
Amazing. I remember that. It's amazing. As for other levels, I already talked about Cosmic Cyclone, quantum processing. Everyone knows about that. Well, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about that. You were
the of that level. I remember, like,
yeah, you were the original verifier. Then who the fuck else knows what?
Well, I wasn't the original.
No, well, okay, you weren't the original, but you were like definitely the most. I would say, in my opinion, I would say in my opinion, I had the most faith in you verifying out of everyone who was supposed to. Verify
well, I'm sorry.
No. That's not saying that I'm disappointed in you. I'm just saying I was like you were the most hopeful out of everyone. I knew you could do it, and you could still do it. I knew you could, and I know you can, but you just didn't have the motivation to play.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Jeez.
But like, that level went through a lot of different verifiers. I'm glad it's finally out. Like, thank you to Rampage again. He's in here. Yeah, there was Oro. There was like BH Fusion for like 5 minutes. Then I forget who else. You, and there might have been one other person. Bedlit, who stole the level and remade
Bedlit and someone else. I don't remember.
And got it rated for a day. Like, that guy needs to fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say this, but I think what happened was like Viper and like accidentally sent it without realizing that it was quantum processing. And he's like, oh shit, better get that unrated.
Yeah, that was that actually kind of made me a little angry.
It made me angry too, considering I was like fucking verifying it.
Yeah, so
and like he was like flaunting it to me as well. Like on Twitter, as soon as he verified quantum processing, he fucking started spamming me on Twitter, and he was like fucking he was like also saying he was gonna do a low death, and he was like sending me screenshots of low death and shit, and it's like
low
why
death,
are
99% screenshot sending to you? It's like, oh
yeah,
my God, just fuck off.
and
man.
like there was also I don't remember who else it was, but they were also like kind of bragging that they were gonna do quantum processing like on the GD forum. I think it was Clutch, and now he's doing this with low death as well, like a low death rebirth. And he was just like, I don't care what Krazyman thinks because I'm gonna do this for myself.
That's controversial as well with what's going on with Fusion Z and whether people should verify even if the creator of the level directly says no, don't verify my level. And my opinion on that is like if the creator says no, you should follow what he wants, even if he's not the sole creator of the level. It's his idea and concept of the level in general.
Exactly.
Especially if it's the Fusion series, he came up with that by himself, and he invited everyone else to build on his like idea. Like you shouldn't disrespect him. Like
why do you care anyway?
Yeah, you should not. They're like, I put my hard effort into building my 12-second part. It deserves to be released.
Like, I'm not even talking about the creators' opinions. I don't even know if the creators even have that opinion or not, but just the people that want the level verified, that have nothing to do with it. Like, why do you care?
Actually, all the creators on Fusion Z did say that it was unfair, that they wanted the level released.
Oh, I see. Well,
yeah.
I don't know about that then.
Yeah, but they're remaking it now. They're, like, remaking Fusion Z completely. I don't know if it's going to keep the same name, but they're remaking all the deco and gameplay, I think. I'm not
They should call it Fuzz.
Yeah, that would be great. So, I know Zaro, I'm pretty sure Zaro's in the level and he's in the stream. Make sure the level's called Fuzz. Just, make sure that happens.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Magnetar, collab with Zaro, that's happening.
Ooh. With you? Yeah. You and him?
Yeah, me and him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can we expect that anytime? Is it, like, any progress do you want to mention about that?
That's probably, like, main focus as soon as he, like, works on it again. Like...
Cool.
I don't know how much he's done on it, but we're just gonna kind of throw it back and forth until it's done. And we did get permission from the artist as well. So.
Ooh, of the song? Is it a new song that's going to go as viral as Falling Up songs such as?
I cannot control it, but probably.
Okay, that's always expected with your levels because somehow that always happens. I don't know. It's just sort of like the thing with your levels, I guess.
God, that's something I really hate though. When people just like start fucking blowing up someone's like review section on Newgrounds or something because of my level. It's like, why do you do this? I think even Hinkik actually like responded, okay, we get it, enough crazy jokes in my comment section, please. Like,
that's
get it.
Funny.
And people actually started like saying, wow, you're so ungrateful for people liking your music and making you popular. Like that goes back to like the entitlement thing. Like people fucking think that the world revolves around them. It's just like, we made you popular, respect us, make more music for us. It's like, no.
Dude, that bothers me so much. It's like I come back and make a video because I'm enjoying the game, or my exposed video because I want to help some people who, like Tosh, like, he made a legit video while I don't agree with maybe what he said about Noctafly, because I don't like personally saying things about people's character because I know I'm just going to get criticized for it, and really my opinions shouldn't be, I shouldn't be throwing my opinions in with, like, facts, so I don't like to do that. I know I sort of used to do that, but I changed, like, how I do it now. Anyways, when I come back and make videos like that, even if I'm enjoying the game and I want to post a video, everyone's just like, oh, you're just coming back to make money. It's like, no. It's not that. And then people are like, wow, you're monetizing these videos. It's like, sorry, I fucking spent hours making this. I want money for what I'm doing. It's hours and hours of editing and effort to beat these levels. I deserve to make money off of this.
It's not illegal to fucking want money.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, I think money, like money, the world revolves around money. Sorry, I want to eat. Sorry, I want to do things with my life. I need money. I'm sure everyone else agrees with me. You need money to live. And especially when you put hours and hours and hours of work into like editing and like verifying a level or something like that, you have a right to get very upset when you get like content ID'd in the first 5 seconds of that. And like my Bloodbath video, content ID'd, I didn't make any money off of that. And I'm sure most people probably don't know that, but yeah, my Bloodbath video got content ID'd. So I didn't make anything off of that, along with like my other biggest videos like Deadly Club Step. I didn't make any money off of those videos, so...
I have not monetized a single video on my channel.
You should get on that, because you deserve to make money off of those videos, to be honest.
Yeah, I got like a few referrals to like Curse, and just like, I don't know who I want to even who I want to go with. Like I got a referral from Viper in Michigan and like someone else I think, and it's just like I don't want to pick favorites. I'm probably just gonna do it myself. But
because I'm pretty sure when you get a referral, they get money for referring you to.
Exactly.
Her.
That's why I don't want to like pick a favorite here because it's just like. I'm just gonna probably do it for myself, honestly.
You should.
If I do, I've had a lot of people suggest that I do, and I've also gotten like a million comments saying that I just upload like these like little garbage videos just because I want revenue. Like I don't make a single cent from YouTube, so.
Yeah. I would recommend if you partner with anyone, I would recommend going with Curse, but don't use a referral, because I don't know if you already know, but Curse has the policy where they do 90% to you, 10% to them. All of your revenue, and most other places it's like 60-40 or 70-30, so it's pretty much the best. What are these awful auto levels, dude? So it's pretty much like the best thing that you could get as like a starting off creator. And I don't know who Curse's biggest partner is, like channel wise. I feel like I'm probably up there, because I don't know other big creators like near the size of my channel that even are partnered with Curse. I feel like most of them are with full screen or something like that.
I'm certain there are some like up there.
Probably, yeah.
That we would know about if we heard their name, but just like.
Because another thing is, I don't understand what's the difference between like full screen and Curse. Like, does full screen pay more? Because all the top like million subscriber channels are with full screen. Like, what's the difference? Like, wouldn't you want a Curse network member or partnership, because they do 90-10? But then, like, because I don't understand what full screen gives you. Because, like I said, you have to be like a really big channel to get in there. So, do they pay you more for like views or what? Because I don't understand. So, if anyone can tell me that. I have no clue.
I don't really look into this.
I would appreciate that.
Meme very often. I don't know much about partnerships, because obviously I don't have money from YouTube.
I have no idea about that stuff either. Like, I'm just glad that I got a partnership when I did, because if other people hadn't motivated me to do it, then I probably wouldn't have, and that would have been a huge mistake. So I really think you should get on that, honestly. You can.
I'm gonna do it eventually.
Yeah,
I keep saying that.
Get on that as soon as possible. Like, seriously.
Viper really keeps asking me when are you gonna fucking get partnered, and it's just like.
You will appreciate people pushing you to get that as soon as you do partner with them. You will appreciate it.
Yeah,
you should
definitely.
Do it.
Like, I've had like a lot of friends say, "Hey, you should really do it. Like, you deserve money." And I'm like, "Do I? I'm not super proud of my channel."
You did, dude. Trust me. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. God.
Right. So
oh my God, what is this level? Hold on.
I have no idea, but
this level
it's like
beautiful.
some Minecraft level. I see some Endermen, some skeleton spiders. And
it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. Honestly, I've never played such a great level.
Okay, anyway.
I hope that Steve comes out of the house and kills all these. Okay,
all the Endermen.
I'm predicting right now. Oh, it's Hero Brian. Well, I'm predicting that Steve comes out. Let's see. Wait, we have to. Oh, it's Steve. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, we might have to just pause for a second and watch this.
I hope Hero Brian is gonna dab.
Okay, let's watch this. I think we just have to sort of stop for a second and watch this.
Yeah, we need a little break. This is an appropriate break.
We need to watch this.
I like how the fucking diamond pants just like rendered onto his body. Like.
Oh shit, dude! He just killed the zombie. He's killing zombies.
Oh, I need to see it. I got the delay.
Can we get some PogChamps in the chat?
Dude, the blood, why? Dude, that Enderman spooked me.
Dude, that was pretty epic. That was great. I love that.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, so once the PogChamp spam stops, can one of the mods put on sub-only mode? Because we're gonna get ready to take sub-only questions, so if you want to... because we're gonna take chat questions, sorry, and from subs only. So if you want to ask us a question, we'll try to answer as many of them as we can. But if you want to, then you should probably subscribe now if you want to. But anyways, subs, you can ask questions in a little bit. We'll say when. So let's just try to blow through these last few really quickly so we can get through these and then answer the sub-questions. So, people steal verifying levels. So, like, people stealing levels and then verifying them, like Bedlit with quantum processing. What do you think about that?
Hate it.
I can agree. So, like, what is, like, the worst example of that bothers you the most?
Really, quantum processing and low death, just because, you know, involves me, honestly.
So, because, didn't Pavlukovan or whatever, he did that with low death, right? But he didn't publish it, but he did do a completion video on it.
Dude,
like, he did one with everything.
Pavlukovan, like, hacked my... I don't know if he specifically did it, but he leaked, like, all of my levels. I couldn't really give a shit about, like, him doing one video low death, because, like, I'm pretty sure by now everyone knows that he leaked all my levels. It's like... I can be pissed off at him for that, but it doesn't even matter that much because it's not really my fault for that. It's like, it was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is like people like making low death rebirth levels and stuff like that, and like just constantly asking me if they can verify the level. Like even and not even stealing it, just asking if they can do it. It's like you know that I don't want that. Why are you asking me? You know, things like that. But when they like straight up steal it and like pretend like it's their own like thing and achievement and like that they don't care about my input on it, it's like just the most infuriating thing, I guess.
Yeah. Trying to think of other things like that.
I think Infernal Abyss was a big one.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, do you know who YG Yoshi is?
Yeah.
He had like a huge text post in like a paste bin or whatever. Like he just confessed about hacking everything. He hacked Infernal Abyss. So if you think about it, that's such a dick move because Infernal Abyss got stolen and he hacked it. Like, just think about that. That's really bad. And probably most people in the chat don't even know about him confessing. But yeah, he did hack all of those levels.
I think Bedlit as well. With the quantum processing.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, I knew that from the start. I'm like, there's no fucking way this random dude, like, beat quantum processing. No way.
And he's being pretty cocky about it as well.
Infinite processing, from what I could tell, is harder than quantum processing, and he had no problem with that either.
And conveniently has a lot of black flashes in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, because I've seen other people do that, like Noctifly, with the black flash and Yada. Like, he cut at that part. Other people do that. I mean, like, you can't do anything about that. No one's ever gonna know. Players that are popular now could do that, and we would never know. There's no way to find out about that.
I mean, think about, like, Cyclic, you know?
Yeah, stuff like that we'll never know. Unless they come out about it, we will never find out.
I mean, at this point, if they've, like, gotten, like, this far into it, they probably wouldn't want to come out about it because they're just, like, they've seen the backlash that you would get for doing that.
Well, so actually, it's not even really backlash anymore. It's sort of like, oh, you are a hacker and you confessed. I'll respect you even more now. Like, what is the logic behind that? I don't understand, but that's the logic. So,
and then you just like get constant comments about it.
Yeah, it's like everyone,
you can at least understand why they don't want to say it.
Yeah, for years, ever since like Andromeda, it's just like, oh, you confessed. I respect you so much more now. And I would just make jokes about how I should just like say I hacked and people will respect me even more. It's just like so easy. So for some reason, people respect. Oh, RobTop's in the chat. What's up? But for some reason, people respect you even more when you hack. It's like, and you confess about it. It's so weird.
I've hacked literally once, like in terms of like playing the game. I've hacked for like object count as well, but in terms of
like
But for like actually like gameplay hacks, I did hack to verify one level. I don't remember the name of it, but it was literally just like a block at the fucking starting point of the level. It was just impossible to play. I just kind of hacked to shrink the hitbox so you could beat it.
Wow.
And I did that as an experiment to see how many people believed that I did that legitimately.
That's wow. Like I've never used Speed Engine or wait, no, sorry. Oh my God, Speed Engine, Cheat Engine. Jesus fuck. Okay, I've never used Cheat Engine. I've used Object Hack. I've used NoClip just to mess around. I haven't actually completed any levels because that's really stupid, and I hate when people do that. So, but yeah, that's what I've done. I haven't used Cheat Engine. I haven't made any. I haven't tried to pass off anything I've done legit as, or I haven't tried to pass off anything I cheated as legit. I disagree with that strongly.
That's like literally the only time I did it, just to see how many people would believe that I did it. Like
Yeah.
I could probably get away with a lot, honestly. One time I did like a cut bloodbath video and just kind of sent it around. Just like I said that it was cut. I wanted to see how many people could like figure out where the cuts were, and
Oh yeah, people do that.
it was
Yeah.
like practically seamless. There were a few parts where you could tell if you like looked hard enough.
Yeah, you spend like 2 hours editing a video with like 2 cuts. You can never tell it's even cut.
Yeah.
You can never tell. It's so
Honestly,
hard.
I don't get why people have a hard time hiding it, because it's like the easiest thing, really.
Yeah, like after
long
we
as
had
you-
exposed Noctifly, we went back, because I guess my videos inspired smaller channels to check everything out. They found a saw deco changing directions in Devil Vortex. It's like, how did we even miss things like that? It's like, when we were trying to expose them, how did we miss these things? It's crazy, because like those are the most obvious dead giveaways, and we somehow missed those.
This is a beautiful auto level.
Yeah, it's really great, so that's why I'm skipping it and moving on.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, you can like just like, as long as you like know like everything that people would find in a video, you can easily like just kind of hide it. Like you can find a way to hide basically everything. It's not difficult at all.
RobTop just said our cut's a big problem because he said he could add a setting that puts a random number in the top left of the corner. That could be very useful, but isn't there a way people could manipulate that in the settings? Because like,
Yeah, definitely.
like people will say they'll play on high detail mode and then, because you can hide in wave levels, you can hide blue jump pads, and if you're playing on low detail mode, you can't even tell when you hit them because the effect is invisible. But then like Noctifly would play Sakup in Hell, but on high detail mode, but he would delete the particles and stuff. So what's preventing him from deleting the effect? Like, you can delete anything you want and manipulate people by
Dude, you could also just like, I just thought of like a random solution to this. You could easily fucking, first of all, with the test mode thing, I remember people thinking, okay, this is gonna stop hacking. Like, you can just wipe that texture.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
with,
You can
like,
wipe anything. You can delete anything you want. You can manipulate people so
just delete
hard.
numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want. It's really, it doesn't. So I don't think the number thing would help. I'm sure if we tried hard enough to think of a way to prevent it really well, there might be a way. But
have your icon just like fucking change colors every time.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Soon enough, we're gonna be making people use like the icon changer thing or something. I don't know. Anyways, well, actually, I have a question. So, I don't know if you know about this any more than I do, but if you encrypt a file, are you able to edit that?
I have no clue.
Because I was thinking, because game devs sometimes encrypt files, why couldn't RobTop encrypt files that like are the most commonly edited to create a
Not
fake
be
video?
edited?
Yeah, why couldn't he encrypt them? Because I thought encrypted files aren't accessible, so you can't edit those. But
Yeah,
I don't know much about game development, so maybe people could tell me about that, but I don't know. That's like the only idea I've had. What's your solution?
Another solution for like hiding the random number thing you could very easily do is just fucking like record an auto of the level that you're like cheating on, and just have the number in the top left or whatever it would be, and just like take that from the auto video and just kind of stick it in the real video of the cuts, and it would just kind of go over it. As long as there's like no background changes, that would be very easy.
It's really difficult because, I mean, people like Ghosty, like, who probably don't even have that much experience with programming, they just, like, are smart enough and knowledgeable enough to figure out workarounds of whatever RobTop puts in their way. It's like they're not these masterminds. They're not masterminds at all. They just are smart enough to figure out how to bypass the things that he's making, which is disappointing.
They actually try to find them.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because always constantly new hacks. It's really freaking annoying, to be honest.
Yeah, well, like when the new leaderboards, like the global leaderboards, came out in 2.11, like people were just they didn't even like think, wow, this is a great feature that's gonna make the game a lot more fun. They were thinking, well, can't wait for this to get cheated.
Yeah, like,
and it's not even just for this game. It's not even just for this game. It's like any game that has a leaderboard, you can just expect it to get cheated.
Oh yeah, like Call of Duty leaderboards, it's like the top 2,000, no, like the top 200,000 players are cheaters.
Yeah.
It's just like leaderboards in any game, in my opinion, are dead. They're completely dead. You can't. Yeah, unless you do something like if RobTop would make leaderboards where it's not even a leaderboards, it's just like the top players, and then that's opinionated. So it's like there's really no such thing as a leaderboard that's effective. You can't really do that because opinion leaderboards are, like I said, opinions.
It's not an objective judgment at all.
Yeah, you can't. So I don't think there's any really effective leaderboard way to do things anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but you know what can you really do about it?
Yeah.
Like,
the top 100 is like dead,
decide.
man. From what I've heard, so many of the people in the top 100 right now are cheaters.
Oh, not even just the top 100.
No, but I mean that's like the most notable place in the leaderboards you can find, and like, yeah, there's so many of them that are cheaters. So, but okay. So 3 more things. Let's get through them quickly. What do you think about updates for this game?
Updates for this game. I think, well, since Rob is here, this is probably gonna like be harder to fucking articulate, so I don't like sound like a dick. But I feel like updates lately just kind of like they've kind of like strayed from the focus of the game in a way. I don't know what the actual focus of the game is. Obviously, I didn't make the game, but I feel like it's gone to sort of a cartoonish style rather than a simplistic style, which is kind of like breaking the whole theme of the game originally, which is like the original theme of the game is still in there, but you're also adding cartoonish stuff, and it just doesn't fit. And you know,
let me comment on that real quick. When people make levels with the old style like art, everyone is just like, oh, this will never get rated, stuff like that. Like when people say 1.9 level, everyone knows what they're talking about when you say a 1.9 styled level, and everyone's just like, yeah, this will never get rated because it's 2.1. Obviously, it's only going to rate 2.1 levels. And about the art system, or the art for 2.2, I'm pretty sure Rob, I saw him say somewhere that he has a different artist for 2.2. So it's probably gonna look different than what we are expecting, maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's like not even the biggest problem. I think like the new gameplay additions are just, let's say like the spider mode, for example. It's different, right? But there's not really much you can do with it. So when you expect like a ton of people to use the spider game mode in like every level on the list, because when 2.1 comes out, obviously everyone's got to use the new features to, you know, bring attention to them. Like when there's not much you can do with it at all, like you can just kind of teleport up and down. It's a feature that was already in the game anyway. When you think about it, it's like it doesn't really add much, and when people try to shoehorn that into their levels, just kind of decreases the quality overall. I think we need more things like sort of like, let's say like the gravity changes and the speed changes, like things that alter how things that you're already, like game mechanics that already exist, things that alter how those work would probably make it more fun. I'm not sure what else you could do. Like I got an idea. Like how about different like levels of gravity, like say low gravity.
Oh wow,
like
that's
jumping.
Interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that, but that is interesting.
That could be interesting.
Cool. And personally, I think what RobTop showed off with the camera angle mode thing is probably one of the best things he's come up with in the recent updates. It's like one of the coolest things that can be really used for good. And I feel like as far as game modes go, it's kind of running stale because there's not really much you can add. Like within the game limits, like the game works this way. It's kind of hard to add game modes into. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of hard to add game modes into a game like this, where it's like almost everything's been done. If you want a completely original game mode, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, and Rob is like sort of expected to add new ones all the time, right? So like when you pressure him into doing that, you're just gonna get more of the same thing eventually, which is what's starting to happen with like the robot spider, now this fucking whatever it is. And like you can understand that. I think like it's just you shouldn't have to have one every single update.
That would be nice.
Adding things that make the game more fun are what you should do. Really. Also, the new speed changer, I hate it. I think that's what's turning me off the most.
Yeah, everyone hates. Well, most people hate that from what I can tell.
That's what's turning me off of 2.1 the most. Just the fucking. I cannot get used to it.
So I saw RobTop said that he does the art himself. I swear I thought I saw him somewhere say that some other people help him with the art.
Maybe he's just talking about like the community icons thing.
Yeah, maybe, but it was a while ago. But anyways, so I guess he does the art himself. But I swear I saw him somewhere say recently that he was going for a new art style in the new update. But anyways, I want to mention something really important before we move on. which is an idea I had. I don't know if RobTop is listening, but I think it's a great idea, and he probably won't like it. But basically, if you've ever heard of RuneScape, which I'm sure a lot of people have in the chat, it's this old MMO RPG from what I can tell. I've never played it, but it's an old MMO RPG. And in more recent times, it got so many updates where the community got sick of the game, and they were begging the developers for like a classic or vanilla version. It's also happening with World of Warcraft right now.
Minecraft. They fucking added like the launcher that lets you go back to any version.
Yeah, it's something like that. So it's like where people want to be able to play the old versions without you just saying like you can just play the old levels. Like that's not good enough for, in my opinion, that's not good enough. It's like just like we can obviously we can go play the old levels. That's not the same thing at all though.
Yeah, people have to actually make older levels to make it worth anything, right?
Yeah. So what my suggestion is, I think if Rob has enough time, I think it would be amazing to see such a thing as maybe a Geometry Dash Classic or something along those lines, where basically it comes with the like if you've ever seen PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, you buy the game, and then in your Steam library, the test server and the real game get added. So, for example, maybe Geometry Dash, you buy the full game, you get the regular game Geometry Dash, and then you get Geometry Dash Classic, the application, and when you open that, you get to go. My idea is just, let's say you get to go back to 1.9, and then from there, all it is just every level from basically the start of the game, online levels, the start of the game up until the last 1.9 rated level. That's where it'll start off, and then when new levels get created, then they'll start getting featured, and it'll just be like a 1.9 legacy server basically.
What I think would be cool is if you could like, if the game would like sort of automatically like detect what version your level would fall under based on like what objects used in it, like depending on like, let's say the newest object used in your level at all, it would like tag it as like that version, and then you could like sort levels by that version. People would start making more levels, like sort of limiting it to a certain version.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think that might be a little bit complicated to do that, but ultimately I think that there should be a legacy option where you can go back onto only a certain update. Like if you want to play, I don't know about every single update because that's a little ridiculous, but I feel like everyone can agree that 1.9 was the best update of this game and still is to this day. And I mean, do you agree with that?
I haven't played the rest, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, I think personally most people would make a group decision that 1.9 was the best update. And I think that that should probably be, if there was ever to be some sort of thing where I'm proposing, it should be 1.9. And personally, I would love to see that like sort of classic thing happen, where it's like a Geometry Dash Classic where you can play only 1.9. Because there's the 1.9 private server, but it's not the same if it's not made by RobTop. It's like most people don't want to get on board. They're like, yeah, that's kind of sketchy or whatever. Like people don't want to play that. But
well, I'm thinking like he could add like sort of like a separate sort of featured, whatever you would call it. I don't know, like status for a level.
Oh yeah, I could understand that.
Where it would just be like based on the version that the level is like based on. Yeah. It could get a sort of different ratings, so like it gets different retention from people. I guess, yeah, I don't know.
I understand that.
So it would encourage people to try to make that style of level because it's something different that would get them noticed as well.
That would be also really cool. I would like that would be cool to see. That's like completely different.
Maybe like a retro status for a level, like get it on like a different like button on the page. Retro level. Because
I highly disagree with how, and this isn't really saying that as a whole, but I highly disagree with how hard it is for older styled levels to get rated. I think that old levels with old deco can still be really, really good, and that they should be rated, but it's like they don't get rated just because they're old and they don't fit the current style. And if what you said happens, that would be great, but what I was proposing, you already know, something totally different, and that's what I would really love to see. But
I heard about that as well. People kept sending me messages. Please tell them to stop sending me messages about it.
Okay. So if anyone who was doing that is here, please stop sending me messages about that.
Yeah, I got it. I'm like, I get it. I'm not really interested in joining it.
Alright, so there you go, people. So I don't know if RobTop had the volume on or even heard that, or what he thinks about that. But RobTop, if you heard all that, then could you tell us your thoughts on that and what you think about that? Could it happen? Also, one more thing before we move on. I just want to just sort of reminisce. I remember when 2.0 came out, Rob said how 2.1 was gonna be a smaller update, and how he was going to start posting on his YouTube. And while he has posted 2 videos pretty recently, and they're like kind of close proximity within upload dates, and I like that. I think RobTop should do more with his YouTube. I'd love to see him post things more about the game, or like development
even just
progress.
anything.
Development progress would be so cool to see.
Not even like only development progress, just anything would be kind of neat to see.
Yeah,
just him doing his own thing.
Yeah, because if like updates took like 1 to 2 months, I could understand one preview. But if they're taking as long as they are now, I feel like we deserve more to see more at least. That would be really cool to see more of like development updates or development previews. I'd love to see stuff like that. I think he should really do more with his YouTube channel. It would be nice to see. But,
one thing I really don't like right now with the game is fucking epic levels. Can we mention that?
Honestly, I have no idea what's going on with like the new
Epic
2.1
levels.
features. I have no idea about that stuff.
Epic levels are like supposed to be like the best of the best levels. They're just, I feel like Rob is sort of encouraging levels to just be as average as possible to get epic. It's like an extra creator point to get into like the Hall of Fame and stuff. It's like it's supposed to be, you're supposed to like make an amazing level for it, but it seems like you're just kind of pushing to make like the level that sort of conforms to the general style of the game the most, and it's like,
okay, I see what you mean. Okay,
and
so
you can pander it a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. One last thing, what the heck's going on with map packs? I think we need some more map packs. Those have gotten abandoned since like gauntlets have been added. I think map packs deserve it like more.
Gauntlets are basically like new map packs.
I know, but it's so sad to see like a part of the game just die. It's like it's like you can see clearly where he's just moved on from his ideas. It's like just a dead idea left in the game. It's kind of sad.
I would like to see map packs and gauntlets like follow themes, but like not with contests, because with like the contest gauntlets that recently came out, like they're kind of cool, but at the same time, like when you make a contest, you're gonna have like a shit ton of people make the same theme level, and then when you make a gauntlet with that specific theme, it's not really that special because a million people already made that exact theme for their level just then. So
RobTop abandoned map packs for gauntlets, he said it himself. I know, but it's still sad to see. I still think map packs deserve to be worked on.
I think it would be cool to see map packs with just like little short, just like common themes.
Yeah,
just kind of
there was a lot of demon map packs. There's like one. Well, there's two. There's one official demon gauntlet, and then there's the other Doom gauntlet, which has demons in it, but still, like, I don't know. I felt like, I mean, I'd get the idea. That's like sort of the same idea, but he figured out how to make it better with like the Geometry Dash world idea. So, but it's kind of still sad to see the whole idea die at just map packs. So we talked about updates. We have 2 things left, so let's try to get through them quickly. I know we've been saying that over and over, but let's really try to get through them. Nice.
Yeah.
So, people obsessing over dumb shit. I'm pretty sure you wrote that. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Just, I think we already kind of covered it, but just, let's say with Black Blizzard, for example.
Oh, yeah.
I was just kind of casually making that level and decide, hey, I'm just going to release a preview of it, see what people think of it, and now, until I verified it, I just got non-stop
level ever. It's like harder than Yada, like I already said. It's like the biggest.
Not only that,
community
I was
hyped. It's not even you hyping it.
Yeah, and it's like non-stop being bothered about it when I'm not doing it. It's like people just care too much about it.
Yeah.
And like in general, as like a Geometry Dash player, I personally feel like it's not like that amazing of a thing. Like it's cool to like
Black
be good
Blizzard?
at the game.
Oh, or just being good.
To be good at the game.
Oh, okay.
But I should not be like treated like a celebrity just for that, you know? It's like, it's just sort of a thing that I do as a hobby, and like, I don't know, I feel like people shouldn't like look up to me that much in general about it, just for being good at a game. I mean, and it's like, it's also like, gets into like creepy shit. Gets a little creepy sometimes, like fucking, I've had like people like DM me like some weird shit, and like when people say like I helped them with their depression or something like that, it's just like, really?
I can understand that. It's like, did my skill really help you with depression? I mean, I don't mean to take away from what's going on.
Like, I appreciate the sentiment of it. I do. It's just, yeah, things like that. I've had people like send me pictures of cuts and stuff, and it's like it's awful. I've had people ask me if like they're ugly or something. I have had had people stalking me, like fucking trying to find servers
Yeah.
I'm in just to talk to me. That
I've
shit's
had that
weird.
too.
And there was this one guy that was like on it for like, I don't know, 6 months, just fucking finding me on every single website he could, just
Oh my
fucking
God.
spreading information about me.
I've had that too, and you're in the chat, you know who you are. I know they're here. You know who you are. They're stalking me daily and talking shit.
Yeah, stalking is weird. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And like the biggest thing for me, when you search my name on Google or YouTube, the second suggestion is Krazyman50 face reveal, and it's just like the weirdest thing for me. Like, why do you care so much about what I look like? You know?
Yeah. I have experience with the whole fanboy thing because it's so hard to explain why. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't even necessarily like go crazy about who they are. It's just like I admire how skilled these people are at certain things. It's like I want to be able to do those things. It's like
but sometimes it just gets a little crazy. I don't know.
yeah, it does. Agreed.
And I don't know what to say about it. Like, there's just
so frick. Ultra
yeah.
Mook just asked a question in chat that I really want to answer, but we're just about to take them. So copy paste that in like 3 minutes. We're just going to talk about the very last topic, and then we'll get chat questions. So low death. That's the last thing we want to talk about. What do you want to say about low death?
What I want to say about low death
Do you want to say anything? Announce anything? What's going on with it? Is there anything going on with it?
I'm like trying to verify it right now.
Really?
There might be a mistake saying that, but. Yeah.
Will there be any streams about that, or?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
so...
I was gonna do it off stream, but now I'm just like, fuck it.
Okay, so people in chat, you heard it here first. I am the new drama alert. I'll be uploading this in a few hours.
It's just kind of like a thing I felt like playing again. Don't. I'm not making any promises. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm just trying it again.
Okay, so you want to try to do it though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, I guess that concludes our, like, little topics we had, so now we'll get into, our little meme. So
God, we're gonna be fucking in shambles with the comments.
Boy. Yeah.
I'm sure.
So, subs, keep it on sub mode. Subs if you want to ask any questions. Now's your chance. We'll try to answer as many as we can. We'll give a 15-minute time limit, so... It's 7:25. Let's go till like 8. Well, that's kind of a weird time. Let's go. What do you want to stop?
I don't really care. I can do this all night.
I don't know how long we've been going for right now. Could anyone say how long we've been going for? Because I don't have an uptime command.
It was since like what 5:30. So it's been maybe 2 hours.
Really? Whoa, shit. That's kind of long.
I think anyway.
Gee,
I'm guessing.
Really fucking long. I didn't think it was that long.
Well, yeah.
1 hour 46 minutes. Holy fuck, we've been going for a long time. I was not expecting this to be that long.
Well, no worries.
Okay.
People won't care.
So let's go till the 2 hour mark and then let's stop. So it's been an hour and 45, so then I guess 15 minutes and then we'll stop.
They're here for the Riot podcast. Come on.
Yeah. The Riot podcast. It's important. So...
Yeah.
15 minutes starting now. Let me just...
You wanted to... Let's start with Ultramook's question, because you said...
Let me set a timer really quickly on my phone.
Yeah, Metafan IRL thing.
15...
Me, personally, I haven't. And like, without telling them that I have a channel where I play Jama Trash.
Okay, Comp asked, why am I so cool? I don't know, dude. Jacket is just an amazing level.
Hey, Riot, you ever met a fan IRL?
Oh no, I have not. Although, when I was in high school, sometimes I thought I would because people would give me weird looks or they would be like staring at me, and I was like, does this person recognize me? Like, because you know how sometimes people from a community, like a game community, sometimes randomly go to your school and you meet. It's stuff like that.
Dude, it's funny that you mentioned that because there are some people at my school that like vaguely look like you, and I've given them some weird looks because of that. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That kind of stuff. So, do you want to read off these questions? Because I'm trying to beat the daily level right now, because I ran out of autos to beat. Autos to beat, so I gotta get some content in here.
Okay, let's see. Opinion on... I can't... I'm not just gonna read every single question, because that's just gonna...
Alright, read the best ones, the ones that you like the most.
Well, Aura wants you to explain Tartarus. I don't know what that is.
What did he say exactly?
Tell Riot to explain Tartarus.
Explain. Wait, does he? Wait, Auroras, do you want me to explain what's going on? Like what our plan is? Like right now? Like what's
I feel
gonna
like
happen
we
with that?
want to dedicate this time to something else, don't we?
I could do it really quickly. I'm just not sure because it's a really big announcement. Does he really want me to announce it right now?
He says wants to know the origin of it, reason why he made it.
Okay, so Tartarus, Silent Akbar, whatever you want to call it, is like a
That.
yeah 1.6 level that I made even before Bloodbath was started. Well, it's no, it's not 1.6. Sorry, it's 1.9. Early 1.9 before Bloodbath. I don't even know what I'm fucking doing on this level, so I'm gonna stop. Early 1.9 before Bloodbath. It's way harder than Bloodbath. I was gonna verify it, but I abandoned it because it's way too hard. And the project sort of died. Nobody wanted to build on it anymore. Thank you, World Edits, for the sub. And then recently, I guess, Auroras wanted to restore it and, like, finish it. That also died, but then, so we're actually finishing it up right now. It barely has any parts left to be decorated.
I'm waiting for that level.
Yeah, then there's gonna be something really big with that level, so, stay tuned, because we're gonna do something special with that level.
So many ideas for what to do with my levels. Like I wanted to like make this huge like ARG thing where it's like I'm gonna like make 5 super cool new levels to like lead up to low death and some shit like that. But I was like, wait, build 5 levels.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Goodbye.
So
yeah, I get a lot of ideas that I kind of throw away.
I do too. I start on layout sometimes. I'm like, wow, this is a great idea, and then I'm like 2 seconds into building gameplay, I'm like, I can't do this, man. I have an idea. Like when I build layouts, I have ideas for like 3 seconds of the song, and then I run out, and then I'm just like, well, that's it. I really don't have anything else to.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah. I'll just play a level that I really like.
Are we happy with the direction of the demon list? I mean, I kind of dropped out from that because I stopped actually doing anything with it. So I can't. I honestly don't have an opinion on it. Like I'm horrible at judging level difficulty.
Personally, I'm glad that they got their own website. The website's really well made, and it's a really well made system. Because I was a list editor for a little bit with the new system.
Shout out to Stardust.
Yeah, it's really great. However, the accuracy of the list, I can't say the same. I disagree with a lot of the placements, and I even I don't know if I should say this, but I did want to get back into the list editors to try to help straighten out all the problems that I see with it, because I feel like I have a really good sense of what's hardest or what could be considered harder than each other. I feel like I have a really good sense of that. But from what I heard, most of the list editors don't want me in because they feel like I'm going to start arguments with everyone, even though it's not true. I guess I'm just really good at proving my points, and people see that as arguments. Because when people disagree with me, I try my hardest to make them see what I'm trying to prove. So I guess people see that as an argument. So yeah, they didn't want me in because I guess I argued too much. But
yeah,
I was offering to really do a lot of help, like do a lot of work to help them make it completely accurate.
I'm like the complete opposite. I just kind of stopped caring at all.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah, I can see why, but I go through that phase too. Sometimes I feel like I don't give a shit about the demon list, and then other times I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous, so I should really help them. Just like, even if I don't join the staff and do stuff, I should just at least help them get a little bit more accurate, which...
When I was verifying Conical Depression, I thought that would be at like number 20 on the list, and it ended up being like number 2. So like, I clearly don't have a good sense for anything on that thing.
So Drake mods... Oh, fuck, I missed his question. Could you scroll up? It said something about Cosmic Cyclone.
How long is Cosmic Cyclone going to take to be fully decorated?
Okay, so no time limit right now. There is 2 major parts that are almost done of the level, so I could say maybe within a month it'll be done.
Yeah, you can't really ever say how long it's going to take to decorate a level, at least if you're dealing with like someone like me anyway. I can't fucking tell.
A winter break is coming up, so I'm expecting it to be able to get finished within the month, so expect it within a month, the full decoration done. And
I always say stuff like that, like on break, I'm going to work on it, and then I just kind of sit there.
Well, the creators that I have are busy with exams, and I know they really get their work done when they're not busy, so I have faith that we'll get it done within a month, so...
Oh, good.
Yeah.
God, I've dropped so many collabs and I just feel so bad about it. I'm like not a reliable person. Is the hallway ever going to be a thing? I hope so. There's a lot of levels I hope will be a thing eventually, my friend. Like, if you don't know what the hallway is, it's just like a little experimental little level I like sort of threw together with the song. I personally don't really think the song fits that well, and that's kind of why I didn't really work on it that much, but it's like a really creative idea where like the entire level is just focused in like a little 3-block high section of the screen.
Interesting. I didn't know about that.
And I was like going to try to vary the gameplay as much as I could within that little area, but that's like one of many levels that I've just not worked on, so I can't tell you, man.
And people are saying that the list, I get that the list is not official, but when it's such a big thing like that, and it's been around for so long, it gets the impression, especially when it has its own website, that it's pretty official. Like, in my opinion, it gets its own, I mean, it's pretty, like, yeah, you could say that it's only opinions, and, but the thing about that is you guys try to get it as accurate as you can be, even while you're saying it's an opinion, so I don't know if that's really still okay to say, because I know that I feel like when a thing like that has its own website, it's trying pretty hard to be official, in my opinion at least. And well, yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
That one, Ultramook, the idea they just said, you once mentioned a level where it's like a good song, it gets slower and slower, theme level gets darker, slower. At the end, there's just long beep and shit like that. That one probably dead. Because that was like part of a series of like sequels to all my levels that just kind of went away.
So once again, if you guys are a sub and you're in chat, you can ask us questions right now if you want to. We're taking chat questions right now if you just...
I love me some questions and money. Give me money if you have any. Or don't. Actually, don't do that. I don't deserve it. Hello.
Yes, you do. Sonic said he's gonna go stream right now. He said that he would a bit ago and he actually didn't. Alright, well, if you are going right now, then see ya, dude. We have like 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes, so you should stay for the rest. Don't miss the end.
Hey, everybody. It me. Yeah, not a lot of people seem to have questions. You might want to just like open up chat, if I'm being honest.
Alright, so turn off sub mode. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can, although it's probably going to be really stupid stuff.
Yeah, well, just look for the good ones, I guess.
What's your opinion on Despacito circles? Oh my god.
Wow, good start.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on that, because I don't really know about that level, so yeah. Last question, will you play Rainbow Six or upload stuff? If you mean stuff about that, probably not, and I don't play Rainbow Six anymore. I played it for a little while, like last year.
Well, I finish Liberator non-specific, hopefully. Again, I can't say I'll finish any of my levels.
What do I think about Cataclysm being kicked off the top 50? It's kind of disappointing.
It's not disappointing for me, it's just kind of surprising to see how far down it went.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only thing I mean by well, I guess I'm not really disappointed by it. That was a poor
It's just kind of weird
it's like,
to see it,
it's like, yeah, shocking. It's like, wow. You can really see how far the skill level has come to where...
Like, you remember, like, feeling the same way about, like, Supersonic and then ICDX and Necropolis, shit like that?
Yeah. Because of arthritis, can you practice with making a level and decorate it? Probably not. I have no ideas for originality and that sort of thing. Like, I can't create, man. I just get such a block when I'm trying to create.
I feel like you could do it.
I probably could, but it would take me so long. Maybe I'll try one day, who knows.
Dude, it takes me long. Like, fucking... Rearmed, my first, like, actually good level took me, I don't know how long, like, at least a month to even, like, get remotely good,
though. It's good.
Things in it. Am I having a nice day? Absolutely.
I saw someone ask where should Erebus be, and in my opinion, I think the top 3, Sonic Wave, Yada, and Erebus, should all be considered equal, even though... Because, like, there's, like, 3 people or 4 people who have beaten all 3 of them, and every single one of them says something different about what's hardest. Personally, I think they should all... The difference in difficulty is so minuscule, I think nobody can really say for sure what's hardest. I think they should be grouped as the quote-unquote top 3, and nobody should... And then, like, you can decide for yourself what's hardest, like, personal opinion. But the list should not be portraying them as 3 separate difficulties. That's my
I think there has to be, like, a difference in difficulty, but the thing is, the levels are, like, so hard.
That's what I mean. It's so...
You have to spend so much time
but...
to actually beat it, you really just can't even tell at that point. Just because you really just have to focus on playing the level for fucking hours every day to even be able to beat it. You know? So, at that point, it doesn't really matter how hard it is, it's just, to beat it, you have to spend a lot of time doing it.
Bloodlust difficulty.
To a point where you just kind of have to get lucky, get that lucky attempt.
Although I can say that Bloodlust is definitely not the roof for skill, because Novel Boy is not the most skilled. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying he's definitely not the most skilled player.
In existence.
While he's taking 100,000+ attempts, that doesn't mean that it's the skill roof where it just only takes attempts. That's just him. Like, you can see Sonic's making insane progress on Sonic Wave Infinity with much lower attempts than that, and Sonic Wave Infinity is much harder than Bloodlust, and he's making really good progress on that.
It's like, all just about like knowing how to play the level and then just actually doing it. It's like you have to bother to do it. That's what makes the game hard. You have to take the time out of your day to try to do it until you do it. It's not just skill.
Yeah.
And like you get like I've fucking, let's say for example, I died like 1,000,000 times at like 90-80% in Black Blizzard. It doesn't mean that the level's any harder just because I spend that much more time to beat it, because I died so many times at the end, you know. More attempts doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I agree. Well, to a point, I agree.
Yeah,
but it's like if you're trying to
do
beat
in
like Silent Club and you have 300 million attempts, it's like, well, this guy, I don't really know.
Yeah. Riot
talking about who's good and who's not while playing a 3-star. It's because when you're playing a level and you're trying to actively read chat and talk to Krazy right here, it's kind of difficult to concentrate on also playing, because first of all, I'm looking over at a different monitor and reading the chat, so that's already taking my eyes off of it, and then I'm also talking, which is distracting me. So I can't really make any progress on this level, and also I don't have any autos left to play, so that's why.
That's another thing I really don't like, is when people kind of expect you to be good at the game because you did something really good one time.
Yeah, they're like, Riot beat Bloodbath, but he can't beat this 5-star level? What the heck? He washed up.
Yeah, like, that's just, like, every time, and, like, you gotta realize, like, I'm not gonna try to make it seem like streaming is a difficult thing to do, but for me, I cannot, like, solely focus on the game. I want to also read the chat, because otherwise, there's not really a point for me, you know?
Yeah, I agree. So Xavier said, and Loxkeys, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, I think so. They both...
Luxkey. I think that's it. That's what it was.
So they both asked about Descent into Exile.
God, I remember when I was like fucking giving up on Sonic Wave, you told me just remember die.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, oh shit, you're gonna charge back for the monitor.
No.
Something like that, and ruin my life.
No, yeah, that was
because like that was like right when you gave me the monitor.
That was the very first teaser for that.
I was like freaking out. What does he mean by that? He's gonna get his revenge.
That was the very first teaser. It was really fucking stupid, but it was just like a random idea because I didn't want to tease it majorly yet. Anyways, and that's I'll try to answer one more after that because we're just about to run out of time. So, Descent into Exile. It was supposed to be a mega collab, but all the creators are super lazy and it's kind of dead. So Vermilion agreed to decorate the whole thing, and Rampage is going to verify, so that's going to happen. So it's going to come out. The gameplay's already done. Vermilion's going to decorate the whole thing. So that's what'll happen with that. And I'll answer one more question that I would like. Do you think... Have you considered to try to play with your left hand, or would it be too difficult? Personally, it's like trying to learn how to like... that's like one of the most difficult things. Like...
It's like trying to learn to write with your left hand. You know?
I've been right-handed all my life, as everyone has already. Like when you're born, you're right-handed or left-handed, and I've used my right hand all my life for everything I do. So I can't do things like this with my left hand. It's like I just can't. People think they're like, oh, just take a couple months. It's a lot harder than you think. Ambidextrous people are so lucky. I'm jealous.
I wouldn't say they're lucky. I'm saying that I would just say that like I respect them for actually bothering to learn to be ambidextrous. I think it's a learned thing.
I'm kind of jealous of them, and I would love to have that kind of skill where you can just Oh, that would be amazing, in my opinion.
Someone's asking what happened to Geometric Demolisher.
Oh boy, that one. That's coming back sometime. Don't worry.
Do you still want my part in that, or do you think that's like too much?
We'll keep it.
Alright.
So I guess we'll end it there, because if we take one more question, it's just going to turn into 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're going to keep on going. So, everyone on YouTube, the video is going to end here now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
We're going to get slammed.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be sure to... I'm going to try to do this with more YouTubers. In the comments, you guys can mention who you want to maybe see. I have an idea of who else I want to do, but this will just be, like, I guess the starting one. I don't even know what to call this, but anyways, thanks guys for watching, so see you later.